welcome to our Crosby Lyles, and this is News from the Can. I just want to answer a comment here. I've got a lot of highlighted comments lately. This is from Ninja Were Tiger. Kind of funny because the last few days it's not been bad temperature-wise here in Alberta, Canada, outside of Edmonton. I'm aware that's not involving everyone, though. Other parts of Canada are freezing. So let's just take a look here real quick. Alberta, Edmonton. Here's Edmonton. This is British Columbia. Which is typically, the northwest of the United States, and this part of British Columbia are generally a little bit warmer. So they're right by this. What did they call it? This is a temperate rainforest or something like that. One of the only ones in the world. So here's Edmonton. Were Tiger says that it's reasonable. All right, let's take a look at climatereanalyzer.org. And according to David Dubyne over at Adapt 2030, he seems to conclude that these temperatures are run high. This is out of the University of Maine Climate Change Institute. Links will be in the description. This is the 2-meter temperature anomaly that's 6 feet off the ground, roughly. It was between the ground level and 6 feet off the ground. So now you see red here. Red is, I don't want to be misleading here. Red is the color of blood. That's why they make stop signs out of red. But the minimum temperatures we're talking about, the blue there is -10 degrees Celsius, right? This deep blue here is -20 degrees Celsius. That's the minimum. The maximum temperatures, in his area, his or her area, are, as you can see here. I wish that would stay, but you can see in the Alberta region, in that area near Edmonton, the maximum temperatures are between 0 and 10 degrees Celsius, which is pretty reasonable. There's I think there's a little bit of some mountainous areas here. So, but just to reiterate here, I want to, if you can see that the water temperatures, you see that there's warm temperature anomaly here, right? It's not really super duper warm anomalously, but you'll notice that the sea surface temperatures are warmer, except this spot right here. Once again, I'm beating a dead horse with this shit, but this is January 16, 2018. This right here, this is where your haline overturning is happening right here, where the current dives down, and when it does that, it's this region should be warmer, and this is what makes some scientists believe that the North Atlantic current is actually shutting down. And when it does that, that barrier current shuts down. That means colder Europe. Essentially ice age. So that's what we're talking about. So yeah, your temperatures are maybe a little bit warmer. You can see that your average temperature is warmer in that particular region. You got to look at the prevailing winds and things like that, but the big thing you got to look at is that you got the North Pacific Ocean, and if anybody remembers the Pacific Blob that happened between 2013 and 2016, where you had anomalously high temperatures in the Pacific Ocean, that's because if you take a look at global ocean heat content between 1990 and now, it's actually, and I've said 15 times higher, apparently it's actually 20-something times higher than it was in 1990. That's the amount of heat energy captured by the oceans. So this is the heat energy in the oceans, and it's up that much higher than it was in 1990. So your more reasonable temperatures can very easily be attributed to, and if you look at Climate Reanalyzer and look at the temperature anomaly, you will see that here's the Pacific Ocean, and this is anomalously warmer. And that is just, okay, colder temperatures over the poles is just pulling that warmer, wetter air over, and that just is a recipe, once again, just to beat that dead horse. It's a recipe for larger amounts of frozen precipitation. Look over here. See this colder patch over here. It's almost like I want to call it I might start referring to it as the Green Apple Express, where warmer temperatures on this side, colder temperatures on this side, and you get to start getting this flow over the pole of wet air coming over and turning into frozen precipitation or coming down. It's going to be interesting. But that's the big news. That's the main thrust. And so, yeah, your comment is well taken. And the term global warming, somebody else was talking about, had a comment about global warming. Global warming is freezing my ass in Florida. It's a crock of shit. Okay. And this is what I said. According to the geologic record obtained from ice core data, etc., an ice age is usually preceded by a period of extreme global warming. Remember the Pacific Blob warm ocean water anomaly back between 2013 and 2016. That may have been the high temperature spike that has come before most of the ice ages over the last million years. Global warming is only part of the big picture. The oceans are holding 15 times as much. It's actually more than that. It's 20 times as much. I should go back and fix that. 20 times as much heat energy as they were in 1990. Couple that with the coming colder solar cycle heading into the grand solar minimum, and we will get massive amounts of frozen precipitation. It's not an all or nothing thing. Done many videos about this already. I just want to reiterate that for anybody who just watching the Armageddon Line, for some reason this particular video has caught in the public zeitgeist, which is nice. It's nice to get the views and stuff, but there are things that are going on in the big picture. The bottom line is warm oceans, colder sun, more evaporation, more precipitation, more storms, more frozen precipitation. So, which boils down to a reglaciation, apparently. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. My name is R. Crosby Lyles. This has been News from the Can. Thanks for watching, and thank you for commenting. Your comments really do make my day. Thanks. See you.